Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and as usual I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and this reading will be for Monday, February 15th, 2021. So we have the Four of Cups reversed, Five of Swords reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And we've had this card for the last 3 days. This is the third day in a row. Interesting. Okay. I actually like the Five of Swords reversed more than straight up, and sometimes the Four of Cups reversed as well. Okay, I'll tell you why. So with the Five of Swords reversed, well, when it's straight up, we can see that there is an incredible inner conflict going on. We're in duality. We're in the dualistic paradigm of me versus them, winner versus loser, good versus bad, right versus wrong. We got to be on top. It's a dog-eat-dog world, all different types of false beliefs. And we don't, I don't know, like, is there some negativity being spoken, Do you have some little negative boogers around tempting you to just feel bad about yourself? Like, what is really going on? So because we're in the realm of swords, just remember that these are only thoughts, and they can pass through. You can take a deep breath, exhale the thoughts, and let them go. And I think that is what happens when it comes in reversed. I think we're no longer thinking with our head. I think that we've kind of let go of our head, which is good a lot of the times. I mean, it's a huge gateway into creating a whole new reality for yourself when you let go of your thoughts of the past, when you let go of false beliefs, when you let go of those inner dualistic splits, and you replace the either or, like good or bad, with life is just, good and bad, and the in-betweens, all the degrees of in-between. But that doesn't mean that any of us are intrinsically bad, even though, we see a tremendous amount of distortion on the planet right now. So that can be very challenging when we're looking, to the outer world. But when the Five of Swords comes in reversed, in the realm of relationship, there can be compromises. There can be some type of a reconciliation. If it's your own psyche, there can be a reconciling of a split inside of you where you're literally, kind of torn in two about it. So I like this coming through reversed, actually. This can be a peaceful time rather than being in the fight and being in the in the arguments and maybe even feeling defeated and like you had to walk away. Instead, you're coming back home to yourself on some level, and there's some peace. Sometimes there's not, and sometimes the head keeps spinning, and sometimes there's thoughts of revenge and wanting to get even, especially when things didn't go the way we wanted. And especially when the Four of Cups comes through reversed, oftentimes this has us in the place of feeling more focused on what we really want, because we're no longer... when this card is straight up, you can see she's not looking at anything she has. Somebody's offering her something here. They're offering her some help and some support, some love. And this may be a guardian angel or one of your guides. And your higher self is always inside of you, but this could be something from the outer world coming in to help, and you don't see it. You don't even see everything that you have over here. You're just in this place of looking outwardly rather than trying to feel into what's gone on in the past. Now, when it comes through reverse the way it did, that can have us looking more inwardly and looking at what we have and looking at the support that's coming. It can be a beautiful card to get in touch with some new goal, some new action, some new relationship, something new. And then this coming together in a much more peaceful manner can, even though there can be a delay or a setback, it's the way to go. Because we don't want to be apathetic. We want to be in touch with what we really want. So that has happened here. And even though there's still a delay, that's okay. Just be really, really patient with yourself and know that things take time on Earth. It's often, a lot of working and then waiting in faith. And that's okay. That's actually just beautifully the way it should be. And, when things come through straight up, when the Wheel of Fortune comes through straight up, it can be like a miracle, right? It's like, woohoo, yay, things finally turned. But when it's reversed, most of the time, especially with these cards, there's no more being stuck in a rut like it can be sometimes, but more of just a little bit of a setback, just a little delay. So just wait. It's okay. Be patient. Give yourself the space you need to keep focusing on what you want. Keep visualizing what you want and feeling what you want. The cups are always about feeling. The swords are always about thinking and communicating. Feeling in relationships, thinking and communicating. So when we have harnessed the forces of, your inner thoughts, like your background thoughts, and I always go back to remember Louise Hay? I kind of loved her. I still do, even though she's not on Earth with us anymore. I used to remember things she would say, when negative little thoughts come up, she'd say things like, oh, well, thank you for sharing. And then she'd let it go, or she'd put that in a different file and throw it in the trash. Imagine throwing those old thoughts in the trash. So for me, I would remember, okay, well, thank you for sharing. I understand that's a little piece of my lower self coming up and it's not truth. And I'm just going to take a big deep breath in and let that go. So that's what happens when the Five of Swords is reversed. And the Four of Cups reversed is actually much better than straight up because it's not, sometimes this card can even be a hangover because you ate or drank too much of anything. And when it's reversed, we're not doing that. We're more grounded. We're more in reality. We're not apathetic anymore. So, pat yourself on the back for that because that's beautiful. This card is all about being very focused on what you want and being back in flow with the life force in a whole new way that lets go of just the background noise in our heads. And waiting, just waiting in faith. So I think that's the key, the major key today is waiting in faith. So, okay, well, that's all I have. I'll be back soon for Tuesdays, and meanwhile, you guys take good care. Okay, bye.